boys. Take down, boys. Take down, boys. Take down, boys. Take down, boys. I just got hers. And I want to tell all the bitches, you just fuck up the life. Take down, boys. Take down, boys. Oh, shit. Take down. Nobody wants to hear what's going on in your head, but you're dying to hear it yourself. And if you listen hard and long, you'll attain paradise. And if you listen hard and long, you might find out where you've been. You might find out where you're going to. Samples of sound cracked like cement, and the actor searching for the part you played back in the day when the flowers grew out of guns. And the searchers were blinded by the sun in a meadow fair with all the brothers and sisters there. The four-legged brothers and sisters searching for the same thing. It was such a sweet, sane thing. And where are you going to? And what have you found at the peak of the trip? Did it make you smile? Did you ever come down? Traveling with the rainbows through the sky, embracing the earth when you get the chance, exuding beauty through the native dance with the auras and the allies on the edge. The canyon beckons, and I've got to return to the stars. Yeah, we gotta be there. We gotta be there. The time has come for the final launch, and you know we're got to be there. We got to be there. Gonna catch a plane to a distant plane. Gonna flag down a moonbeam and ride like the dawn until the dawn comes calling. Rejoice in the rain that's falling onto the heads of the growing crops. Reaching toward the sun where our future lies. Eternity in your sparkling eyes. We've gone beyond the now. Just ask and I'll show you how. Fall into simultaneity. Close your eyes and learn to see. Close your eyes and learn to see beyond the sight we're saddled with in this reality. I call your name with a raspy voice fading in and out of conscious creation. Gonna make it to the destination I chose before I was born. Gonna wake up in the morn and kiss the dew in the field. Start the day with an open mind. Find a way to the God magic singing and the church bells ringing. The whole world is a congregation and all roads lead to the chakras. Yeah, every road leads us into ourselves. Every road leads us into ourselves. That's the power plant of the golden dawn. 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 Out in a boat in the middle of the lake, fishing for consciousness. But I only hooked a bass, but that's okay because it fed me for the moment. And we've got to keep it together in order to help others rebuild themselves. And if they try to OD or sink into the quicksand, we'll pull them up, we'll pull them out of San Francisco and bring them back home where they are loved and honored and they can detox in the privacy of a small apartment far from the lights and the dealers. And the only sound is song. The only sound is song. The only song in sound. Only song in sound. Only sound, only song in sound, songs, only song in sound, only song in sound, only song in sound, only sound, only sound, only sound. You know, it doesn't really have to be a song or a lyric, or it doesn't have to be a hit. It doesn't even have to be understandable, because we live in the ninth vibration. We live in the sculptures of art, perpetually created in the desert where I saw your soul and knew you would be okay and be healthy. And it's a place to return once in a while when understanding begins to flee and you're afraid of not coming back to the surface. So we pray to the low-flying clouds and the shadows they cast on the ground. Everything is in layers and it all fits together. Everything is in layers and it all fits together in the most perfect way. And I see your soul in the New Mexico landscape, Harley. I see your being. I see your structure, and the mesas rise intermittently, so necessary. And the mountains watch over our plateau, and the sky mirrors the forever we crave in distant locales. The sky mirrors the forever we crave in our distant locales. Me in Texas, and you in Kansas, and July to the east, and Bob blowing words at astounded strangers, but the familiars oblivious to the trance energy engulfing them, and maybe Wagner needs to pull back a tad from his manic sound, and maybe Ginsberg needs to return in the form of the boy on a farm in Kansas, and maybe he's already there now, growing in the barren Northwest, and maybe the rainbow really does understand. Maybe the gold isn't really gold, but the gold is words and language formed from mushrooms, filling psilocy bins of miraculous chanting. And George is a natural teacher learning Chinese healing arts and rock this together enough to get on stage and receive the adulation that eluded him when he was wandering Austin's streets with no home or water or hope, and only the survival instinct that propelled him one leaden, shuffling step at a time toward empty eye socket therapy survival, until his brother seeded a flower in a lonely forest and the world's will to sing returned again.